generation, sadist repression.
The salamander wished for what seemed to lay beyond the excess of watery depths.
We need a creative expression that
The wishing salamander yearned for sight.
non-resistant cooperation within the system or masochistic complicity and art oppression.
Deeper than the seascape yielded, the wishing salamander sought wisdom of another lifetime, a separate landscape. The wishing, yearning, seeking salamander immersed himself in the shivering cloak. Fluid fibers meshing himself in sticky waves of flowing water. Soaking his hopeful body in the waters of his birthplace, the salamander waited. The salamander sunk deeper and deeply. The salamander closed his eyelids.
The plastic bag never covered with third-degree burns. The body stung in downward breath, gleamed in penetrating daylight. From my naked rearview mirror, I glimpsed 3 bloody tops.
And
my
breathed.
And a crooked smile of fish floats in the glow of ever.
The salamander embraced his watery ghosts. The salamander listened. The salamander opened his eyes.
Total assault.
The eyeball only emerges in a time of wanting. The eyeball.
Sound effects.
The eyeball is three-legged in death. The eyeball blinks only in disapproval and winks always in subtle approbation.
The bird decaying, the god is speaking, a throne, a song, a kiss, a letter. The fiber is saturated in a glass canopy.
The eyeball is birthed
The looking glass.
continuously.
And remember.
The eyeball invades the dreamscape but consumes all sense of discrete experience.
Politics that remember. The bread.
The eyeball blinks. The eyeball blinks. The eyeball is watching. The eyeball assumes the rightful throne at the appropriate hour of suggestion. The eyeball allows one glimpse of the universe. The universe. The eyeball kills for beauty and for peace. The universe. The universe. For beauty and for peace. The universe. The eyeball kills the universe for beauty and for peace.
Drawn on a screen. Exploits of the eyeball. Itch through blades. Sand is curdling. Shatter the beach. At the end of time is a tree. Built of paper clips. Speaking the names of the dead. Building film reel nests. Showering skin follicle fertilizer on television buds. The truth is being fucked. A broke mirror is a blurred apology. A broke mirror is a vision of murders looking up to the illusion of memory. The broke mirror, the shattered.
And then the eyeball found the salamander. A void was displaced.
The doll head is a double of my illusion.
The salamander is a doll head. Glimpsed the eyeball, an environment was altered.
Oh, it's so good.
The eyeball offered the salamander unquenching sustenance. The eyeball was food for centuries. The eyeball was life force for conquests. In return for its sacrificial offering, the eyeball asked of the salamander only one binding act. The salamander must preserve the shards of eyeball intact within his belly. The salamander must consume the whole of the eyeball, must not waste even a speck of the eyeball matter, must allow the pieces of eyeball to float suspended, perpetually shifting in the salamander's belly. There the eyeball could continue its reign. The salamander agreed.
An erotic object is a television seepage into our eyeball.
With the consumption of the eyeball, a salamander achieved true wisdom.
And switches, and glances, and television scraps, and eyeball shards. Marriage, 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 marriage with children.
Marriage.
Married with children.
With the imbibing conquest.
The flowers. The flowers.
But for real.
It was lovely.
It was lovely. The salamander thought it was lovely.
Oh my God.
Lovey, I'm calling you. The salamander. Lovey. The salamander emerged from the sea and glowed from the force of its new magic. But as the eyeball shards moved throughout the salamander's body, they tugged and pulled at the inner workings of the salamander's organs and tissues until the salamander was quite rearranged and not quite himself anymore.
You play air guitar?
Yes. And as the salamander crawled through to the sun, the vision of 1,000 splendid universes blinded him.
Really?
Tiger lilies eat children.
Oh, God!
He cried out in ecstasy as he burned in the wake of 1,000 glistening eyeball shards, shattering his being into fragmented dissolution.
Married with children.
Oh, no!
Tiger lilies eat children.
Married with children. Air
And the eyeball is watching. And the eyeball is watching. And the eyeball is watching you eat, but you're not really eating.
Where the fuck is the eyeball? Fuck away from me!
The eyeball shards glittered on the surface of the sea as a blind, three-legged salamander drifted down toward consciousness.
comedy tonight.
The television announcer never shuts on! The television announcer never shuts on! This one sucks!
Eat the children. Eat the children.
Eat the children. Eat the children. Eat the children. You're all alive now. You're all alive now. Eat the children. Children are dying. Your kids are on drugs. Your kids are on drugs. Your kids are on drugs. Don't you see? Don't you see? Your kids are on drugs.
Tiger lilies.
You're all dying. And the sun blurred. The eyeball winked, rippling in waves across the surface of a salamander's absent
Spit it
vision.
out.
What?
Spit it out.
Spit what out?
The eyeball!
Oh.
Woo.
Baby Jesus, mate. It's not over yet. Stay here, applause for you.
Woo.
Has anyone ever had a rambutan?
Who is this guy? You should introduce yourself.
Please.
The eyeball behind the curtain, also featuring Wolfman.
All right, Katie Schaag. Woo.
Yeah. Schaag, woo!